Cherie, and I'm here today to do a book tag. Now, I was trying to figure out what video I wanted to do this week, and I knew I wanted to do a tag video. And then I thought about the Star Wars trailer that's going to be released on Monday, which I am so excited about. I love Star Wars. I can't wait until part 7. So I went and searched and I found a couple, and then I decided on this one to do. And this one I found on Elizabeth Page's channel. She is the co-creator of it. And the other creator was Joanna Sousa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but I will leave a link to both of their videos in the description box down below. The first question is for R2-D2, and that is for a book that made you laugh out loud. And for this, I picked How I Became a Famous Novelist by Steve Healy. Now, this is a story of this guy who wants to become a huge bestseller. He wants to write one of those bestsellers that sells so many copies and everyone is talking about it. And he also wants to rub it into his ex-girlfriend's face. I read this book a few years ago and I laughed a lot while reading it. The main character is not a great person, but the story was funny. It was satire. It's pretty much satire on bestseller lists and the books that get on that bestseller list and what needs to be in the books that are on that list. The next question is for Padme, a kick-butt female character, and for that I chose Sierra Santiago from Shadow Shaper by Daniel Jose Older. Sierra is very kick-butt. She doesn't let anything get in her way from saving her family and friends as well as the world. And I really enjoyed this book. Now, I did a review on this book a few months ago, so if you want to know more about it, I'll leave a link somewhere on this video for that review. And I definitely recommend this book. I thought it was a very fun read. And Sierra, like I said, is definitely a kick-butt female character and definitely someone that people can look up to. The next one is for Princess Leia, and this is for the best or worst love triangle. I really don't care for love triangles to begin with, but then I thought about Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, and the love triangle in this book actually does seem realistic. I mean, I know there's time travel involved and everything, but I do understand this love triangle. I mean, the story is about this woman. She goes on like a second honeymoon with her husband, and this is in the 1940s, and then she ends up time traveling back to the 1700s, and she ends up meeting these guys, and then one of the guys, you know, things happen, and I just get the love triangle in this book. The next question is for Luke Skywalker, and that is a rising star author or a new author you discovered and you absolutely love. And for this, I've chosen Pierce Brown because Red Rising and Golden Sun are, seriously, they are both really amazing books. Now, if you haven't read the Red Rising trilogy, I definitely recommend that you start it. The third book in the series comes out early next year, and I do believe on Goodreads there's actually a Goodreads group that they are rereading the first 2 books in the Red Rising trilogy, and I will leave a link to that Goodreads group down below. I read Red Rising last year and it was number 3 on my top, I think I did 12. I think I did a top 12 favorite books list. And Golden Sun is pretty much number 1 right now. But this series is actually fitting for this Star Wars book tag because it is based in space and there's a lot of space things going on, especially in the second book. Now, I've heard some people say that Red Rising reminded them too much of the Hunger Games to them, but I did not get that while I was reading it. So if you were put off by Red Rising, I still say push through and read Golden Sun, seriously, because Golden Sun blows Red Rising out the water. Golden Sun is just so great. It is such a great book. I can't even. The next question is for Anakin Skywalker, and that is for a book series that started out well but became bad. And for that, I chose the Divergent trilogy. Divergent and Insurgent I really enjoyed, but Allegiance I just didn't enjoy too much, and it had nothing to do with that certain thing that happens. The next question is for Qui-Gon, and that is the worst character death. And for that, I've chosen the book Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Now, I don't want to spoil anything if you have not read this book, so I'm going to put something on the screen. Maybe it will say spoiler, I'm not sure. Something's going to go up on the screen, and until it goes away, there will be spoilers. So if you have not read this book, please mute this until that thingy is gone. Okay, so starting now. So I read this book last month and I kind of forget some of it already. I did enjoy it though. The person that I was not happy that died was Theon, because I'm thinking that he could have been my favorite character, because I don't really like any of the people in this book. I really don't care about them at all. The next question is for Han Solo, and that is a book with a lot of sass, and for that I chose Uprooted by Naomi Novik. And the dragon in this book has so much sass. He is very much sass. I kind of miss these characters. I kind of want to reread this book. I don't have time to reread anything right now because I have so many new books that I want to read. I'm thinking before the end of this year, I might reread this because I miss the dragon. I miss him and Agnieszka. I miss them together. Next we have Emperor Palpatine, and that is a book with great world building. And I'm bringing up Golden Sun by Pierce Brown again because I love this book. I know you guys know that I love this book because I just gushed about it just a few minutes ago, but I wanted to talk about it again because world building in this book is so great. The world gets so much bigger in this book than it was in Red Rising. The next one is for Ben Kenobi / Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is for a book that you went in with low expectations and it blew you away. And I didn't really go into low expectations for this book. I didn't really have any expectations for this book, but I loved it so much, and that is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Now, I don't remember how I found out about this book, but I read this book last year and I went to the bookstore, I picked it up, and I came home and read it, and I loved it. Went back, got the second book in the series, read that, loved that, and I pre-ordered the third book because it wasn't out yet. And Career and Akiva, they are my OTP. They are definitely my book OTP. The next one is for Yoda, and that is a book that taught you something or helped you grow. I kind of want to answer that with You by Carolyn Kepnes. It is definitely a book that taught me not to talk to people at the checkout line. Just kidding, a little bit. It made me rethink my conversations just a little bit while I'm buying stuff. And last we have Darth Vader. This is for your favorite villain. Now, Darth Vader is my favorite villain. He is my favorite villain of all time. But this is a book tag, so a book villain. So I think I'm going to choose Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter series. And I chose him because he's evil. And that's just it. He is just evil. He is just plain evil. He always wanted to be evil and he got to be what he wanted. And I guess I can appreciate that in a villain. So that was the Star Wars book tag. I had fun doing that tag, and I hope you guys had fun watching that tag. Now, if you're a Star Wars fan, I tag you to do this video. I don't know who exactly is a Star Wars fan, so I can't really tag certain people, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Star Wars fans out there. So if you're a Star Wars fan, I definitely tag you to do this video. Also, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the new Star Wars trailer will be released on Monday nights, and this video is going to go up after that trailer is released. So definitely let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that trailer, and let me know who your favorite Star Wars character is. I think mine is R2-D2. I don't know. I really do love them all. But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.